Hello everyone, this is Curtis, also known as Kurt Stripe. Hoping that you guys having a wonderful time of the year. Hope you're having a great holiday season and hope everybody is safe out there. You know what I mean when I say safe. So much is happening in this environment right now. Listen people, this is Christmas time. You might be alone for Christmas. You might be with family and that's great, and we all trying to have family gatherings and gifts and all that. But then there are people who might just be alone on Christmas for different reasons, such as the death of a loved one, living way away from relatives. And it's this thing called social isolation. If you have like social anxiety or anything of that nature, loneliness at a Christmas time could be particularly hard. No matter where your feelings fall in this particular area of the time of the season, that sadness or even the post-holiday blues tend to occur during those holiday reasons. Now, did you know, people, that if you sang the song Jingle Bells or Dashing Through the Snow or Silent Night or anything like that, because it creates nostalgia, and because of the nostalgia reasons, that it can actually become annoying and boredom and even stressful because the brain, for some reason, becomes oversaturated and it can have a negative response. No matter how your feelings are when it comes to these type of seasons regarding the holidays, people, it's going to be possible to feel sad for those post-holiday blues, even after the holidays, you know. Also, I need to say this as well. It's social media feeds. They're going to have full of Christmas pictures. They're going to have full of people, opening presents probably, or just having family gravitation and everything, social gatherings and family and friends and celebrating those festival years of your life and stuff. And that's fine. So probably scrolling through your phone might trigger, I'm going to be honest with you, probably social anxiety, especially with those people who have that mindset of thinking that they may not even have time with those family members, or friends or whatever. And that's why it's so important to have awareness for seasonal times, because seasonal times like this may happen. You never know. And it's important to understand, people, that positive elements in our lives has to be maturated by you and by myself, that if we can eternally not think about it in a negative impact of a sense. So we need to draw those positive emotions that we can build through those memories of Christmas times. I know there are some family members that lost family members this year, like myself, and Christmas is going to be kind of different in a way. But at the same time, you go ahead and put up that Christmas tree. There's nothing wrong with that. Even if there's not that many people that you can think of gathering around, it can still make you feel better. So I just want to say a few things and I'm out of here. And by the way, I'm going to make this also a, not just a Facebook Live, but a pre-recorded as well. So that maybe you could go back and forth to it as well. But I just wanted to say this as live because I know everybody's out doing their last minute shopping, getting ready for those great holidays. Just know that it is a great time that it was made for you to have the gathering, kind of similar to Thanksgiving. And when you come up with something like that, it's never ceases to amaze me to think that for one moment a family can become gravitationally great, so that you can become one. It's wonderful. You can't beat that. So for the people who are by themselves during Christmas time, who can't see Christmas times for people, or they're probably locked up in a jail, or they're probably busy working somewhere else or going out of town and they just simply can't make it, or they're probably in a gloom position right now that they just can't become readily available to make those travel things based on the coronavirus and Omicron and everything that comes around. Just understand that it is important to know that don't let the holidays come to you. This is another day, but this is another great time to get warm and acclimated with family members. And I just want to say a few things. Be honest with yourself about how you're feeling. Be honest to know that everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to be natural. Everything's going to be to a point of you knowing that everything is in its greatest form. But it's up to you to make that happen, okay? Do self-care. If you're by yourself, clean the house. If you're out there in the cold area, did the snow, whatever, keep yourself active so then everything can become mindset so that you can feel better when you do these things. It does relieve the anxiety and the stress will be kind of gravitatingly going away. But then, okay, do what you can to push yourself out, and you have to be active. Don't just sit there. Don't sit there and look like, I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. We can't make that available. We cannot have that occur. I can't stress it enough that procrastination usually occurs because you don't have a purpose. You don't have anything that comes around you so that you can take force with. And on top of that, that's where the depression comes in and the anxiety comes in. And we don't want to go beyond that, okay? Just because it is the time of season. Go volunteer. You know, there are plenty of stuff to do out there. Like in Thanksgiving, I usually go out and go to the Salvation Army if I'm not with my family and go feed the homeless, or go out and just walk around and see what you can to be some sort of event that they have. It's great to have those things, okay? Don't worry about a present. Don't worry about presents coming to you. Be present. You know, be present would be just as good as not having a present. Am I right? Hey, just be there, because life, people, for the betterment of good, is just as wonderful as not just having no gifts. You know, those gifts, let's be honest, is for the children. They're gonna get it, and then who knows what else is gonna happen to it. But it's just the gift of giving. It's just as wonderful. Don't be too hard on yourself. You know what I mean? What I'm saying is, just don't feel down because it's wintertime. You know, that weather, that lack of excitement, that quiet life that you have, you know, don't let it resonate to you so much. Be the best you can be. And finally, I want to say, reach out to friends. Make phone calls. If you're upset, talk to them. You know, tell them they may understand more as anything else that you're going through these times right now, okay? Don't let the acclimation of the environment bother you to a point, because when we grew up, we knew the Frosty the Snowman, the Santa Claus, and the gifts and the presents, and the feeling is so nostalgic that you miss it in a way. There is nothing wrong with childhood memories. There's nothing wrong with childhood livelihood. But the problem is, if you get too caught up in the past, I'm telling you now, it will gloom you so much that you don't think too much of what's going ahead with you. So my advice to you with that is, don't let that anxiety bother you just because things have happened in the past that cannot happen again. The circle of life is always going to perpetuate to when you were young and you had your gifts, to a point that now your kids are young and having gifts and everything. So let's make it as festive and as sacred and as traditionally wonderful as ever. Now, every day, in my opinion, is Christmas. Every day is Thanksgiving. Every day is Easter. Every day is New Year's. Every day is every day. But that's my thought process. You gotta be attuned to that thought process. Don't make it as it's a season and now we gotta be down like this. No, because you're beating yourself up mentally when it comes down to that. You don't need to be around with that. Make it simplicity and simplistic as possible. Don't complex yourself, because it's not going to do anyone any good, and not yourself as well. And, you know, let me say this as well. I know people with that New Year's resolution, New Year, New Me stuff. Hey, that's one thing. But don't think about the purpose. Think about the now, the right now. If the purpose is going to be now, don't wait on a time to get it done. Why are you doing that? The anticipation shouldn't be that way. The anticipation should be right now. If you want to lose weight now, go to the gym now on Christmas Day or something. Don't wait till January 1st and it's going to be a new thing. Because let's just face it, when you go to the gym after 2 weeks or 3 weeks or do these purposes, your mind and that thought's going to be right back to where you were before. And you don't need to do that, okay? Now, that's me coming to you about those things. So keep it as readily available. Keep it as optimal as possible. And most importantly, let's just be happy. And don't let the scrolling of social media, because everybody's doing Christmas, bother you. Don't let the music of Christmas bother you just because you're listening to music all the time and it's bringing you to this boredom and distress and problems, anything like that. And most importantly, people, look, just be as positive as you can, okay? I know a lot of people are not going to watch this, but if you can, share it with people. Share it with someone that may are going through a tough time in their lives right now. Maybe they feel lonely. Maybe they are depressed, or maybe they just feel that they're, I don't know, not with their family because of college, maybe military, or probably even jail. I don't know, but they're not with family, which they should. Just know that in their hearts, they're always going to be there. Not just Christmas, but anytime, okay? And by the way, I do have a book, Kurt Stride, Solitude for the Self, for True Solitude. It is on Amazon. It's a bestseller right now. People are buying and getting good tractions with this. This book does explain about introspection, and particularly into 4 elements of the animal. And if you can get that for me, that'll be great. This will be a good gift for anyone that's going through a tough time during holiday season. This will be your best friend. You can take it with you and everything, okay? I made it for you and not for me. This is about you guys, okay? That is you as an individual. This has nothing to do with me. The only thing that has to do with me is the name of the person who wrote it. That's it, okay? Kurt Stride, all right? From my family to yours, have a wonderful, 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 wonderful Merry Christmas. Like I said, don't let the holiday blues get to you, okay? Be as wonderful and be there and be present for the family. Don't worry about presents. Be present, okay? This is Curtis, and I just want you to know that everything will be fine. Take care. God bless you, and have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful holiday season. Goodbye, everybody.